What is going on, everybody? Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 23. We have this episode and 24. And that's it for Season 2. We've had a lot of, character development and things like that, but I feel like the season, essentially, kind of the plot point of the season, I feel like comes down to this episode and the next episode. Probably mostly this episode, because I'm sure Episode 24 is going to be kind of the fate of everyone. What happens, what is the fate of the farm? What has Canute decided? What happens to Thorfinn and Einar? Do they stay? Do they get on the ship? And, do they go? But I feel like the decisions on what's going to drive those factors is going to happen this episode. So this might be like the climax episode of the entire season. So we'll see. I'm very curious. Because like I said, I feel like both standpoints have holes in their argument, from Canute's standpoint and Thorfinn's standpoint, but Thorfinn didn't really say anything last episode other than essentially listening to Canute and being like, are you sure that's what you've decided? And then Einar kind of speaking, but we haven't really, I feel like we didn't, and we haven't gotten Thorfinn just kind of, I just want a good Thorfinn word vomit, just speak, just get it out. What did you take those 100 punches for? To see what Canute's thinking and let Einar speak and be like, all right, well, that's it. I want to, what did we put our life on the line for? Right here, I want to see him speak. Whether he gives a plan that sounds good, whether he doesn't, he's like, oh, why don't you guys just, decides a way to do this without, all that type of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if Thorfinn spills his guts. Let's see what he has to say. Does Canute's mind change? What's the fate of the farm? And we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, they ended with surrounding him. Yeah, unfortunately, Einar, this is how the world works. Correct. Power is power, and if you don't have it, what can you do? And right now, you don't have it. You're not in a position of power, so what can you do? Thorfinn, give me something, man. Speak, please. Is he thinking about this right now? Yeah, because he didn't have to meet with him, so what did he want? Correct. True. But do you think he just gets to a point where he just ends up like his father? He just loses his way along the way? Will you build a force strong enough to stop him? What is he gonna say? He could be dangerous. He very well could be. And he has the power to... Stop you. Allow it. Not allow it. That was it, huh? That was it. You're just gonna sail away? Sail away and let it happen, huh? He doesn't want the conflict. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to be a part of it. He'll hop on a boat, sail away to far lands, and not be involved. He doesn't want to get his hands... He doesn't want to be in this mess. That was it? You just wanted to see how strong his conviction was, and... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some people are going to benefit from it, but people are going to suffer from it. He could get his paradise, but he's going to have to kill bodies along the way. So he's not going to try to present him with a different path. He's just going to say, I can't change your mind, so what can I do? That's what I said. You let all that happen just because that's it? You got your ass beat for that. That was it. Did he think he was something that... Did he think... I wonder if he felt like there was something in Canute that could be saved. And when he found out that there was nothing that he could find in the darkness, there was no light in the darkness, I guess he just said, okay, there is no pulling Canute back. He's not going to try to change his mind. And I think I think Canute wants to be talked off the ledge. He wants to be presented another way. It's a fake laugh. Stop it. Stop doing what you're doing. Yes, people would give their lives to have an audience with him, and he gets it and just says, "Okay." Yeah. He got his ass beat to walk away. No? Yeah, he's like, hey, please don't. He's like, no, I'm going to. Okay. That was it. That was it. He wanted that meeting to say, hey, please don't take this farm. Canute said, no, I will take this farm. Thorfinn said, are you sure? He said, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Thorfinn says, okay, I'm just gonna leave then. Whatever happens, happens. It's like, oh, we went through all that just to say... Oh man, I'm torn on that decision. Like, if he truly means like he's just going to run away from all of it, because that's what I'm saying. I'm under the impression is like, no matter how far you run, yeah, because he doesn't want him to find him. There's gonna be war everywhere you go, and who's to say that Canute just won't grow powerful enough to reach? Yeah, exactly. He might just reach where you're at regardless. So until his back is against literally the cliff, he's just gonna run until he's presented with a way that he can't. Well, he did speak. At least he got this off his chest. I was hoping he was going to explain what it was he did want, what he was looking for. That's the plan. Well, only one way to find out. He could try. Okay, they did end up having a conversation a little bit, and you got to see both of their hearts exposed. That was good. I thought he was really just going to walk away and that was it. His father. I'm torn on both of their decisions, to be honest. I don't think either has presented a bulletproof answer. But what I will say is, one has the power to really determine what the answer could be, and one is literally starting from scratch. So... He left. He left them the farm. Thorfinn got to him. He might not have got to him as far as like stopping all wars, but he got him to leave the farm. It's a start. No, he's not. No. Ah, okay. Okay. It goes that perfect? Damn. I want to see him. I want to see his father's like little ghost thing talk to him again. I think Canute might be at a point to where he can shoo that away. That voice doesn't have to creep into his mind anymore. I think he's wanted that too, but he felt like there was no other way. Oh wow. Okay, so he pulled back troops in England? Some other people might take that as an advantage to kind of pounce. He's withdrawing, others may... Yeah, because now you're not a tyrant anymore, pinching slaves and farmers for every last penny. Now they're working for, like, with... Instead of you just pressing the boot on their neck. The thing is, he was getting results that way. But that doesn't mean it's the only way. Look at you, Thorfinn. Where do we go from here, then? Huh. Because that went surprisingly well for what Thorfinn wanted to accomplish. So, what's Season 3 going to be about? I don't know. Is he still here? On the farm? Did he not go back? Huh. What the hell is A&R's big at this? He's still recovering from getting his ass beat, or like... I don't know if like, because they said some time, they showed us Canute with time passing. I wonder if we're catching back up on the farm with like right after that night of that discussion happened. I can't tell. I need to see Thorfinn's face to see if he's beat up and shit still. I can't tell if he's limping or he's just wanting a walking stick or like what's good here. No, he's healed. Facially, at least. Wonder what's got him limping. Like, does he have a permanent limp now, or he's just still recovering slowly? Hopefully he's still recovering slowly, because deep down inside, if I had to make a guess, there's going to be a moment where Thorfinn has to be Thorfinn. You know what I mean by that. And I think he's going to need to be 100% healthy for when that moment comes. In my opinion. Don't. It looks like a little bit, maybe that same amount of time has passed. Oh man. Well, farm safe. I'd love to know the mental state of Kettle right now. After what happened to essentially the thing he loved the most in the world. That he killed. Leaving. I mean, yeah, he said he was going to look for this place. It's not here on the farm. So, is he not going to stop home at all? Just go see your mother and sister. Just make it a quick, just do it. Shit, they might go with you and go. What can you say? Yosh! Hit him with that Naruto moment. Hey, they're going crazy. His voice is getting there, the soundtrack's going, there's birds. Oh my god, Einar. He's so emotional. Well, you gotta go out there and find it, but Canute did make a good point. Do you think you can truly find a place that hasn't been touched by war? That it doesn't have oppressed and an oppressor? I don't know. Because if you're asking me personally, I would say no. And he's so for finding that. True, but here's the thing. If he can't find it, like he said, because I don't think he'll personally find it, can you make it? Damn, he looks grown. And the thing is, how do you... People are gonna want it. They both just aged like 10 years in this one scene. Oh man. Again, I think it sounds great on paper, but the execution of it is going to be something. Oh wow, we've got an awkward like 5 minutes left here. That seemed like a great point to leave the episode off on. What could be more great than that? I guess I'm setting sail. Here's because Einar brought up the point, I think a couple episodes ago. Even if he finds it and creates this place, look how much younger they look here. We're just out like that? I wanted more Snake backstory, honestly. I wanted to see more about Snake and his character. What's up with Kettle? Oh, wow. They gave the credit to Olmar. That's so fucked. I'd love Thorfinn to get that praise, but maybe Olmar needs it. And what's up with Torgal now? Is he just a rogue agent? Blade for hire? Yeah, this is more who Olmar could be. But Olmar didn't make it in a place of, this has to stop. Olmar did it because he knew he was weak and there was nothing he could do. And he had that realization that he didn't want to see any more people die. And there's nothing he could do to prevent the people from dying. So it's like, I might as well. You could say Thorfinn became a man on this farm. more than he did with whatever Ashlad taught him. Dang, I really wanted to see more of Kettle and Snake. Alright, you old piece of shit. Appreciate it till the very end, man. Thanks, buddy. Oh! I thought that was gonna be a treasure chest on the ship. They left it behind? Dang, you gotta get a little bit of that on you. I want more of his character so badly. He's got his real name. Still gonna call him Snake. That's the most joy I've heard in his voice since he was a kid. And I mean like kid before tragedy. Oh man. That's gotta be it. No? Holy shit. Still got a solid like 3 minutes left. Can I get a little bit of Kettle? Just a little bit? There he is. I need this badly. I need to see what's become of his mental, of his character, of all of it. That shitty wife, but he wasn't I mean, he was also... That's it! On that farm life. Did he take that girl? He did! Isn't her family dead? Her father? Didn't he lose his hands or some shit? Didn't one of them lose a hand? Oh god. I'm so curious what this last episode is going to be. Do you think he gets reunited with his family? This... Okay, Guts. Take it easy there, buddy. Good god, what is Torval's storyline about to be? I need to see him and Torkel throw hands a little bit. Well, we're not gonna get any Kettle stuff. I want to see him go to her grave. Like, is his mental just done forever? This is going so well. This is so peaceful and great that I like can't believe it's happening. Maybe everybody can have a happy ending? Huh. Okay. Alright. I mean, I don't want to get my like hopes up too much. I think the best shot we had was like when Thorfinn was they were looking grown here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. That was pretty much I thought that was the best shot. I thought that was the best shot for sure. There might have been one more here when he was really giving his like, yeah, right here. He was like, I won't accept it. We got a couple things to discuss here. I just want this to wrap up here. Yeah, that actually might have been the shot. I feel like everything's just going too good. Everybody on the farm gets to live and have a happy ending, and the farm is still theirs. It's not like Canute's just like, okay, I'll take it over, but I won't harm them. Canute leaves, and not only does he leave here, he pulls back his troops from other places where he was essentially doing the same thing, like essentially draining them dry for every penny they could and hunting them down type thing. Seems to be like not going about it in such a tyrant-y way. Thorfinn kind of got through to him. Thorfinn spoke his truths and kind of got that out there, and it looks like he might be turning Canute into more of a... I wouldn't say more his way. I feel like Canute, if push comes to shove, he will demonstrate his power. He has the troops and the means and the resources to do so. I felt like at any moment there, you know, when like, spoilers, okay? So Jujutsu Kaisen that's currently going. Spoilers if you haven't seen the new season. Remember at the end there when Geto is talking to the girl, the star transfer portal chick. She's like, no, I do want to live, and, you know, take me with you. And he's like, I'll look after you, I'll show you the real world, yada yada. And, like, everyone's smiling and giggling, and she's about to take his hand, and she gets shot through the side of the cranium. Like, you're like, wow, like, this is going good. Like, this is good for her. You know, she finally admits that, like, she doesn't want to be sacrificed as a vessel. She wants to live, and everyone's like, okay, cool. And at the last second, boom, shot in the head. Episode ends. I felt like I was waiting for like something here to happen. So I'm curious what episode 24 has to offer. Is it him just meeting back up with his mom and sister and, you know, really trying to essentially just move the season forward into going forward, or what? But like Einar made this point a handful of episodes ago of like, even if we find this place and create this place, essentially others are going to want this place, and they're not going to want it with you. They're going to want it by taking it from you. They're gonna, when people have, people don't have, or people have, people want. And back in those times, shit, people still do it today. If you have something people want, they'll just try to take it, especially if they have the means. So there's going to be people that show up. It's like the whole, when you watch zombie apocalypse shows and Walking Dead and things like that, people have compounds and towns and civilizations, and, you know, when people are out there struggling, running from zombies, or people are out here running from war and slavery and shit like that, they look for sanctuaries and places like that. And sometimes they'll just go in the regular way, like, hey, you know, let me prove myself. What can I do to show up and, like, work on your farm or on your land to show that, like, I'm worthy of, like, coming in here. You know, I'm not violent. I won't rock the boat of anything you have going on. I want to, like, I've dreamed of something like this too. And then you have others that just show up and they're like, oh, y'all are living behind walls? Zombies don't get in here? There's no wars? There's no slavery here? It's kind of nice. I think I'll just take it. And because they have the firepower and the muscle to take it. And when that happens, like Einar was kind of hinting at, you're not going to be able to Naruto talk everybody out of this, like, hey buddy, I was where you once were, come on, come in with us. Some people don't want to hear that shit, like they're just going to forcefully take, and Thorfinn's going to have to protect it. Now he did kind of hint at, you know, I'll make it, I'll protect it. I'm hoping we're all on the same lines, like when he says protect it, we mean like he would draw a sword for that. I hope that's what he means, because it just seems way too, like, hopeful. Maybe like ignorance is bliss type thing. Like I said, I feel like Canute and Thorfinn both had that. And I feel like Canute accepted his weaknesses and his arguments here. Of like, okay, so I don't have to be a full tyrant here. I don't have to put the boot on people's throats. I can rule without people being scared of me. They can respect and love me. And want to have, like, working relations with the people that I rule over. And he started to implement that. And I'm curious if the weaknesses in Thorfinn's argument of, like, I'm not going to draw swords, I'm not going to do the war, I'm not going to do the slavery. Will he have to pull that sword out? That's TBD. Very curious to see what they do with it. Torgal's over here, I don't know if he's like a sword for hire, if he's just going to be hunting down Canute. I don't know what his play is there. Didn't get any Torquil this season. I think we got him for what, 30 seconds of like the first couple episodes. So yeah, I have an eyebrow raised because it just seems too good to be true. How that episode just went. There's still one more. It could be even more hopeful. Like he sees his mother, he sees his sister. They rejoice. They have a whole episode of them, and then they kind of like set us off for season 3. Or it could literally just take a really dark turn. Like he pulls up on his mother and sister back in his hometown. And we see the hometown getting ransacked like it did at the beginning of the season with Einar's hometown. Oof, what would that do to him? I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. We got one more episode this season. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe as always.